I want to give this dude some appreciation, Yesavage. Mainly because there's been a lot of discourse today on him versus Trey Yesavage, and it's understood. Yesavage just went 7 dominant innings in the World Series against the Dodgers yesterday. He had 12 strikeouts. It set a record for rookies. And the discourse is there right now because these two were drafted within 5 picks of each other. The Mariners took Senja over Yesavage back in the summer of 24, and Yesavage got to the big leagues first, and has had some postseason success, there's no doubt. But we've seen some discourse today already talking about how the Mariners passing on Yesavage was a mistake. Let's just dive into this a little bit. Look, this is not meant to take anything away from Trey Yesavage. He's been awesome. But if we're just talking objectively here, he's made 8 starts. Yeah, 8. Don't we want to let this play out for a little bit, maybe a couple years before we're ready to definitively say one way or another? Durangelo was never expected to move as fast as Yesavage was. For a switch pitcher that really had one dominant year in college baseball, yeah, he was going to take a little bit more time. But he had a totally normal progression for a first round pick coming out of college. In fact, forget the normal progression. He was really, really good. I always tell people, do not look at his full season ERA because it's not indicative. If you take out those couple early relief appearances he made from the left side where he really got blown up, he had a 3.3 ERA on the year. And that was as a starter pitching right-handed, which I think we all know that's what he's mostly going to do when he gets to the big leagues. So really for the year, the guy had a 3.3 ERA. And once he got to Double-A, his final 7 starts, 2.6. Not to mention him pumping 100 in year 1, the dominant slider, the 4-pitch mix. He's an incredible athlete. Again, I know Yesavage has been good so far. This is not meant to take anything away from him. But it's not all about who gets to the big leagues first. In the 2018 draft, Casey Mize got to the big leagues before Logan Gilbert. Is Casey Mize better than Logan? No. And our friend Joe Doyle talked about this with us right after the draft in 24. He said, for the Mariners, Durangelo Senja is a better prospect than Trey Yesavage would have been for them. Durangelo does everything the Mariners like. Low release, fastball rise. He's their mold of a pitcher. And TJ makes this point for the people out there talking about how the Mariners would be in the World Series right now if they had Yesavage. I don't think Yesavage is in the big leagues with the Mariners right now. Where was he going to fit in that rotation? You weren't taking any of those 5 guys out. Yesavage would have just stayed in the minors all year. He'd probably still be in Double-A, which is totally fine. I don't think not drafting Trey Yesavage is the reason the Mariners aren't in the World Series. I think we got to let this whole thing play out a little more before anybody's ready to rush to any conclusions after 8 starts. Again, I don't know who's going to be better between the two. It's way too early to say, but that's kind of my point. Let's not make any quick judgments after 8 starts from Yesavage. Anyway, you guys have thoughts on all this? Let us know in the comments below.